What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Fish and Grubs. Guys, today a really noisy fucking rest stop, 7 o'clock in the morning. Gotta wait for some of these cars to go by, and ladies and gentlemen, today embarks, ladies and gentlemen, that's a big ass truck. Ladies and gentlemen, today starts the first chapter of the rest of our lives. After all the shit we basically put ourselves through, we're embarking on a serious journey. Today, Duke and I just woke up in the Fiat, 7 o'clock this morning, at a rest stop in Pennsylvania. Good buddy of mine, Douglas Roberts, that I met at the Nikko tent at the expo in Massachusetts. Just nonstop. So I was talking with Doug. I can't fucking do this. This is much better. Road's a little bit further back there. I can actually hear myself. So, my dad was supposed to take Duke, and last minute he backed out. I had put up this post about how I now had to take Duke with me, and I was scared, pissed off at my dad. It's weird having fair weather parents. It seems to be on both sides of the fence right now. Basically, the people that have been there for me more than anyone has been you guys and my close friends. And I can't thank you enough for that. So when I put this post up, my buddy Doug that I met, at the Nikko Baits tent, he commented a couple times saying, dude, this could be a blessing in disguise. That dog is gonna be awesome on the trip. At first I doubted him, but thinking about it, I've had Duke with me through all the tough times in my life. He's been right there next to me the whole fucking time. And so at this point I was just like, you know what? You're coming with me, dude. So he's in the car, and we were talking to my buddy Doug on the phone. I told him where I was headed, and I decided to make a pit stop on day one down in Pennsylvania. We're gonna do some fishing today, folks, with Doug. We're gonna hopefully get a couple episodes filmed. I don't know what today's gonna bring. He's bringing stuff to the table. So when we meet up with him, we're gonna talk to him about what we're doing right then, and then after that, we're on to the next stop. So this should be a pretty cool day. After today, we're getting in the car, we're driving up to Illinois to hang out with Jacob from the Chaos Paddlers. And Jacob has been one of my best buds for a long time now. He hits me up like via text more than most of my lifetime friends do. And we've never even met in person. So this is gonna be quite a fucking trip. I cannot wait to see Jacob. And that's where we're headed after this. So really, this trip is about growing as a human, trying to hit that reset button and get back to being the person I am. Because sometimes when you're with somebody for a while, you lose sight of who you are. And in some ways I did, but for the past couple months, it's just been me. And I've really been focusing on, what I need to do to move forward. And this is that big step. After we visit Jacob, we're going up to our home in Minnesota for the next 4 months. Technically, we're there right now as I'm editing this because I can't edit until I get there. But we're gonna be doing some really cool stuff this summer. And then we're heading back home, and that's it. So thanks for coming along with me. This is gonna be quite the ride. This is gonna be a beautiful trip, and I'm gonna include as much as I can. So for now, I'm gonna show you this gorgeous spot that I'm sitting in. We'll get some nice shots for you, and then we're gonna go meet Robert. So we're We're doing this, folks. Thanks for coming with me. There it is, folks. Fishing license for PA for the day. Actually, for 3 days. It's the same damn price. All right, so why don't you tell us just a little bit about what you guys do here for the state of Pennsylvania?
Okay, my name is Bill Williams. You are at the Northeast Region Office of the Pennsylvania Game Commission. We've got 6 regional offices. Our main office is in Harrisburg. The Game Commission is responsible for the management of 480 species of wildlife, birds and mammals of Pennsylvania. And our primary constituents are hunters, trappers, and other outdoorsmen. We do, in our regional office, of course, sell hunting licenses, and we also sell fishing licenses. In the state of Pennsylvania, we have 2 agencies, the Game Commission and the Fish and Boat Commission. The Fish and Boat Commission is responsible for the management of fish, reptiles, and amphibians. So here in the region office, this is your first visit here. This is only about 6 months since we've been in this office. As you can see, it's fairly new. We have a number of mounts around. Every mount that you'll see here is found in Pennsylvania. Every species of animal is native to the state. Some are game animals. The elk over here, black bear, deer, some small game, waterfowl. But some are non-game species. We have a bald eagle up there and some owls and things like that. But we would like to have it representative of what you may find in the woods of PA.
All right, homie, why don't you tell us what we're doing?
Well, this is Ricketts Glen, beautiful part of Pennsylvania, nice little state park. Tons of waterfalls, great hiking trails. If you're in the area, I highly suggest you check it out. They have a bunch of like quaint little restaurants and stuff too around this area. Great place for camping and just having a nice little vacation away from it all, and yet not too far away. So yeah.
Dope. You did it. That's awesome. David, you just freaking hand lined this brook trout on a Nikko bait. Which one are you using right now? A little grasshopper or?
Yeah, the stonefly.
Dude, that's epic. Wow. Look at the colors on that thing. Just a gorgeous fish, man. Hand lined on that Nikko bait. That's so cool. He's off. You did it! All right, ladies and gentlemen, that about does it for this episode. I'm gonna try and keep my episodes at around the 10 to 15 minute mark. Being out here at the campground, our internet is the absolute worst, and it's taken about 12 hours to get not even halfway done uploading a video. That was 10 minutes. So I'm actually gonna have to go into the city, most likely to a coffee shop or something to upload my videos. So I'm gonna try and keep them a little bit shorter than normal as to limit my time at coffee shops in Rochester, Minnesota. But if you had fun today, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell as well. Upcoming, we have a ton of good stuff already recorded, ready for me to edit. In the next episode, we're still hanging out with Doug, and we're actually gonna go bass fishing at his friend's house as two little ponds, and we picked them apart. And right after that, we checked out the bait shop that he works at. Then we go back to a pond near his house where we fished with a handmade rod where he recycled everything that he used on it. The bobber, the line, the hook, everything but the little Nikko bait that he put on there. And we go fishing for a bunch of panfish, and it was an absolute blast. So stay tuned for that episode. And after that, it's on to Illinois with Jacob from the Chaos Paddlers. So thanks for tuning in to another episode of Fish and Grubs. Fish on!